What's going on YouTube?
Washington.
This is Marty 4 here once again.
Oh my gosh, I have waited so long, so very long to do this video. Oh goodness, okay, we're gonna go ahead and get it on started, girl. Excuse me. What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Marty 4 here once again, and we are here, finally. Shit, it's been a long ass time. For RuPaul's Drag Race Season 7. God, it took forever and a day for this day to come, y'all. I had been searching all over the internet trying to find information about the season, watching others' reviews and thoughts on the queens and whatnot, and this just got to a point where it was just so tiring watching that trailer non-stop, and it was just like, I just need a season already, because all of this is just teasing, and it's just not, not the business. So we finally get the motherfucking episode, okay? Now, mind you, I did watch the sneak peek that came out Friday morning, which gave us basically the episode. The damn sneak peek was 30 minutes long, and it went all the way through until the runway. The only thing that they didn't show was the lip sync and the critiques. So you pretty much showed the whole episode. But anyway, these entrances, I don't remember their order. I'm not going to try to remember the order. I'm just going to try to remember each queen's whole entrance, I guess. The way that they try to get into the room. Because usually people try to have like a memorable entrance. Even though if they get eliminated, people are going to remember your entrance. Laganja. So, first to enter the workroom is Miss Fame. Okay, and when I first saw pictures of Miss Fame and how her entrance looked, or how the look she had for her entrance, I was kind of like, what the fuck, girl? But the more I looked at it, I'm like, okay, I get it. I like it. She was like, greeting Earth Queens. I come in peace. Girl, no you don't. Miss Fame is one of the shadiest people on this show. Eye rolling, side eye into hell. But that's good. I love Miss Fame so far. And she was like, well, I guess I'm the first one here. Center stage seems appropriate. I'm like, girl, she's definitely very confident, which she really should be, because, she has one of the largest followings. Like I said, when I first Meet the Queens video did a while back, she is the largest following, and thus far, she is expected. She is the one that is the most expected to do well in this competition. So, we'll see. And next, I'm telling you, I'm not going to probably be in the correct order. I'm really just going off of my dome and what I remember. Who came in next? Oh, it was Ginger Minge. Ginger's cute, but she hasn't stood out enough to me yet, even after this first episode. I don't really think she got like a lot of screen time. She does seem like she's kind of funny, because she called herself like some kind of cross-dresser for Christ. I was like, okay, I can appreciate the comedy queen part. I really want to get to the runway looks. We had Jaden Dior Fierce come in, and you know what? Just by the way that Jaden Dior Fierce came in, he was like, how y'all doing? I felt like that was like a homage, or I felt like he's been watching That's So Raven, because that was like her little signature, how y'all doing? Type of thing going on. I think that's where he may have gotten that from. Let's see. Candy Ho. I hope y'all have a sweet tooth, because Candy's in the house, I guess. And then Violet Chachki was kind of, straightforward. And I guess the only one, I just talk about the ones that actually were memorable for maybe good and or bad reasons. Of course, I love Max. Y'all know Max is one of the people I'm definitely rooting for. He had his little newspaper that had Max Arrives and like his little logo on the other side. He's like, well, it's about time. I love Max and his whole aesthetic. I love it. Sasha Belle came in with little machine guns that she got from Toys R Us, and her outfit was horrible. But you know what? I didn't know that Sasha Belle had been pretty much like a super fan and watched every single episode, knows every single challenge, know who got eliminated and in what order. So, if you know all that, bitch, you should know what it would take for you to do well in some of these challenges, which I'm going to have to read you earlier because if you knew that runway, but we're going to get there. Shit, who else? Jasmine Masters. Jasmine, I love you. Jasmine followed me on Twitter recently, and the way that she just kind of got geeked over Kennedy Davenport, which is, I can't necessarily fault her, but it seems like she was just doing the most. And Kennedy was like, oh, you know, nice to meet you too, da da da. But it seemed like as she was going on, and she was kind of like, oh, okay. And then Kennedy Davenport herself, her entrance was cute, but pretty much her entrance was kind of the fact that Jasmine Masters fangirled on her. So there's that. Shit, who else am I missing? Tempest du Jour had a baby on her entrance, which is unfortunately, let me not get to that. But it's like the only part that we saw, that's the only part we saw from like the trailer and such, so. But we'll get back to Tempest. Is there anybody else that I really just wanted to? No. Is anybody I'm missing that didn't have an memorable entrance? But let's get to this runway / photo shoot. Was this considered a mini challenge? I guess it was. They had to model spring and fall looks. The looks that I really remembered and that were memorable to me, one who actually surprised me was Ginger Minj in her first spring look, like that big kind of really cocktail pinkish purple glitter dress. I love that. And with the matching shoes, that was gorgeous to me. So that was actually one that I really remembered. Pearl, well, no. Yeah, actually Pearl's look for spring with the fur. She was like, bitch, I'm from New York and we wear fur in the spring. I know that's right because let me tell you, I'm from the Midwest. In the springtime, it can be kind of hit and miss. It can be cold, it can be hot, you just don't know. It could still be snow on the ground, possibly, so it's not uncommon to wear furs in the spring. But I loved her fur look for the spring. Who else spring looks that I really, really like? I liked... I like Max's look. I did like Max's look with a little open... Oh, no. That was her fall look. But, like, she had the little character where she had, like, the curly hair, the glasses, and the whole shtick that she's pulling up. I just really enjoy her. I really do. And I'm really trying to remember, like, all the looks and then who really was, like, worth mentioning, in my opinion. Of course, I can't stop talking about the runway. I think I'm just going to try. I was trying to do spring and then fall. I'm just going to have to mash them together because it's too much to really try to think about. Violet Damchachki. And this fall look that she did. Because I thought she was going to have, like, she had like a little hat, a black, I guess a little button up that I thought was going to open up to like another dress or something in between. So she's walking with the black. She flips that thing open, does a little spin, and it's a whole, like, little, I don't know what that pattern is called. Flannel? I think that's what that is. And it was just like this whole little full bodysuit. I'm just like, oh, shit, bitch. Yes. I like that. I didn't know how I was going to feel about Miss Violet, but so far from what I've seen from her, she brings turns the party so far. So I'm excited about her now. I'm getting a little bit more excited. Let's see. Surprisingly, I really liked Sasha Bell's fall look. When she had that fan, threw that bitch, and walked with her little punk hairstyle. Now, she did have the whole lobster underbelly thing going on. She did have that. But I felt like it did work enough for her. But it did... just like last season, Kelly Mantle in her bacon dress. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it from the fall. Because everybody else's, it was cute. But oh shit, I can't forget about Miss Fame and this feather, honey. I love Miss Fame and that goddamn feather. Oh, and you know what? Even though I don't really care for her right now, I did before the season started, but I'm kind of starting to get turned off to her now. Miss Candy Ho and her fall look when she had that hat and those brown boots, that was cute. And Tempest. I love Tempest, but that one look, I think it had to be fall, when it looked like she was wrapped, what they said in the car seat cover, and it was just her legs, and she had some really meaty legs. That made her look like she had some really, really meaty legs, and it just wasn't the best look for me. I think she really had a lot more. I guess she was trying not to be the same kind of campy, kitschy character that she said she was, but still, bitch. There has to be, there had to have been a better choice for you, but you know what? That's what you wanted to do, so we're gonna rock with it. Then we get to this whole, let's get to the shade, basically, of one of the episodes, how that, when Tempest first came in, Candy was like, well, so how old are you? Didn't even say hello, didn't even greet, didn't do none of that. And it's just automatically like, how old are you? Like, bitch, does it matter? Okay. But anyway, so their whole main challenge is for them to, have a nude illusion and whatnot. And I'm just like, oh, okay, because, the whole born naked thing, I get it. And, of course, Rue goes around the workroom and things of that nature, and he goes over to Candy Ho and is trying to, ask her some questions, and she's like, she doesn't know how to sew. And I don't understand, this is season 7, and bitches still don't know how to sew. Now, granted, they could say that, Adore didn't know how to sew, and she made top 3, which is a very good argument. But Adore had a lot more other things going for her that saved her. So you can't just because you can't know how to sew doesn't mean that you're going to be the next Adore. So Candy, and then Adore is likable. So far, Candy Ho isn't all that likable yet. She could very easily turn it around, just like Trinity K. Bonet was hated for the majority of the first half, and then everybody loved her. So we'll see. But Miss Candy Ho doesn't look like she's gonna last as long as I thought. And then she tried that whole shade to Tempest about being old. I didn't like. I think it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Is there anything else that I wanted to mention before this Runway thing? Don't think so. No. I wanted to mention that shade that they had about the whole old thing, and I didn't like. So the actual runways. First of all, Max coming out with the crutches as he had Polaroid. Like, they're supposed to be like at a resort. And I'm just like, okay. I see now that this is going to be the season of like props, which people in the past season have had props before, but this time it seemed like there's a lot. Like, we got bitches with hearts and boxes from the trailer. We got Max on these crutches. We got, what did I just think about? I just had them in their mind. Oh, Violet and this whole oxygen tank thing. So these looks, whatever they are going to be very interesting. But everybody's coming in the nude. Some people, like, who was it? They tried to have the painted on breast. That was odd. Oh, one more thing. I feel like this review is all over the place. But, I'm going to try to, I couldn't, I had just watched it and I hadn't written anything for this one. So I was really just going off the dome. But Jasmine and this whole, I think that they edited this for it to sound more ridiculous and just made her sound like she was just saying the same thing over again with this damn cocoon thing. She's like, how, how butterflies are like in a cocoon. So like, this is the cocoon and I'm going to be like the butterfly and I'm going to be in the cocoon. Like, how butterflies are in a cocoon. And the cocoon, holds the butterfly. And then as I go down the runway, I'm going to grow and, I'm the butterfly. And you know, there's this cocoon, and I'm gonna come out, and the butterfly's just gonna be there, and you know, like a butterfly in a cocoon. I was like, what the fuck? She just said the same thing over and over again, and she was dead ass serious. Like, she did not catch that RuPaul was just like, bitch, what? And I still love Jasmine, though. I still love Jasmine. So everybody did their fall looks. My favorite looks on the runway, like I said, were Max, Miss Fame. I'm gonna probably do like a top 3. I think that's what I'm gonna do. If y'all are familiar with C Maddox, bitch, you know, RIP, because he used to do, you know, like What's the Tease every week with his co-host on RuPaul's Drag Race, and he would give like a top 3 looks and, you know, a favorite and least queen of the week. I think I'm gonna adopt that, you know, in his honor, just to kind of round off the reviews. So I think my top 3 favorite looks were Max with his Polaroid. That was interesting. Miss Fame, oops, yeah, Max's Polaroid, Miss Fame, and Kennedy Davenport. Those were like my 3 favorite nude looks on the runway. My least favorite was Candy Ho. I think I'm gonna just do a least favorite. I think I'm gonna do a top 3 and then my 1 least favorite. My favorite queen of the week. Who is my favorite queen of this week? I think my favorite queen this week is gonna go to Violet. I'm actually gonna give it to Violet because she had that whole 2-tone thing. She won the new challenge, and so far she's a lot more interesting than I thought she was. So she's my favorite queen of the week. My least favorite queen of the week is Candy Ho because of the shade that she put out to Tempest du Jour, and just the fact that she's already thinking she's the shit when, I mean, she's cute, but don't get carried away, honey. And of course, Miss Tempest du Jour had to lip sync for her life against Candy Ho, which I didn't see coming. As far as Candy Ho being in the bottom 2, I really thought they was gonna put Sasha Belle in the bottom 2 because she had that black bra strap, and even it really didn't even look like she was in the nude. It really just looked like she was in a bikini. But they saved her. I really thought Sasha Belle was gonna be out first, but or either her or Jasmine. But it is what it is. I was sad to see Tempest go because she was one of the people I was looking forward to the most to do like Snatch Game and, you know, just other, especially the acting challenges since she teaches theater. So that's what I was really looking forward to, but we didn't get to see that. So we'll just see how the rest of these hoes handle it. And so yeah, that's my review of this first episode. Sorry if it's a little scattered and all over the place, but I'm still very excited to do this season. Next week, you know, I'll have more of my notes, my notes ready and whatnot. But I wanted to go ahead and come and record this since I hadn't recorded a video, it feels like, in a while. Yeah. Thank you guys again for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the videos. If you are following any of the drag queens, be sure to send them this video so they can, you know, get in touch with what the fans have to say. All right, thanks again, guys. Bye-bye.
Like, share, subscribe.
Washington.